Okay, here it is, the original Lambo Rambo.
The LM002.
Yes, has the V12 Lamborghini Countach engine, originally for military.
Military and mostly for the chic of the petrol, you know.
Really?
To go to the camel race.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. But I love the most is still Pirelli tires. And even on the new Uruses, Pirelli did their own custom tire for Lamborghini.
That's right.
Amazing. So cool. Hi guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman. Today I'm with my friend Bernard from Lamborghini Montreal to test drive the latest edition Urus. But before we check out what's new and what's hot in the 2020 edition, I want to show you guys my favorite Lamborghini feature. Check it out. Okay guys, my favorite feature inside a Lamborghini is definitely how you start them and how you put it into drive. That whole fighter jet feeling. Flip the switch, foot on the brake, push the start button. Ah, amazing. And you guys know what's coming? That exhaust test. Amazing. And to put it into gear when you come visit Bernard, simply push the paddle towards you and you're in first gear. So Bernard, the 2020 Lamborghini Urus, let's be honest, it's only been out since 2018, so not too many things have changed. It's still powered by a twin turbo V8, still 641 horsepower, still 627 pounds of foot torque, all-wheel drive. Those things don't change.
Same thing as last year. There's no feature that they introduced for 2020, like the soft touch closing door, maintenance program for 3 years. That's included in the price now. But besides that, and a few extra options like the carbon fiber, outside carbon fiber.
Yeah, so nice.
It remains basically the same machine as last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is understandable because it's a brand new vehicle.
Lamborghini really, it already comes from an established brand. So with that said, the chassis is shared with the Bentley Bentayga. Engine is the same as a Porsche Panamera. And the infotainment system, which is amazing. Guys, keep watching. I'm going to show all of this, a lot closer look at it. So, I mean, don't go anywhere. So there's already a great foundation there for an amazing super sport utility vehicle. Listen to it.
Yeah, basically that's the key to be part of a big family like Audi and Volkswagen Group.
Yeah.
You know, so we have access to a lot of technology.
There are 6 driving modes. There's Strata, Road, Sport for sports, Sabia. You have Corsa, you have Terre, and then Nieve for those non-Italians over there. And it's all easily adjustable through your Anima system. And that's Anima, not Enema. That's something totally different for you people out there.
Yeah.
And here's a neat trick that Bernard showed me off camera. You don't necessarily have to go all the way through the Anima, actually gear lever here. If I'm, say, in Corsa mode and I want to go up to Strata mode because I'm just out for a daily drive, you just simply have to hold it and it takes you back to Strata mode. Okay, so we just took you guys through the driving modes, and there are 6, and just for this drive I'm going to leave it in Strata mode. Typically I would, and if it was summer in Canada, I would leave it in Corsa mode, which is your track mode, but also at the same time be aware it takes off all of your safety features, and there are a ton of those in this Urus. Now the ego lever, or what we like to say in Italian is ego, that changes what?
put to your own taste,
Yeah.
or to a specific road or a specific condition of road, or a driving excitement that you want to you like that part of the. So you set up the suspension, the steering wheel, and the transmission, basically, to your own taste or ego.
So simply put, it's for your own individual preference, whether you like smoother handling or a softer drive. Essentially, it's really up to you and up to your ego.
That's right. So you can keep a stiff steering wheel with a soft suspension if you're on a rough road, you know, but you like the feel with a heavier steering, you know, and that's what the ego mode is for.
Okay, just because I want to have some fun right now and check out the launch control. Amazing! Oh my god, the whole noise, and it, oh my gosh, it like totally, and you can feel the tires actually spin for a second, but they don't spin, it just grabs and goes.
They grab, and don't forget this vehicle's got snow tires right now, you know, so the grip on asphalt is a little less than in July at 25 degrees.
Yeah. That was awesome. So at those high speeds, you definitely want bigger brakes. And let's talk about those brakes for a second, and the fact that the URUS has the largest production brakes of any sort of super sport utility vehicle, or really supercar, essentially.
So, first of all, super sport utility vehicle, there's only one. It's the URUS.
Really?
Yeah. The other one are SUV.
There's going to be some arguments there on YouTube. The comment below
SUV,
is Bernard
Lamborghini were
right?
the first one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so with those brakes, the largest.
Yeah.
Amazing. 17-inch up front, 10 piston, ceramic brakes. Now, we were also having an argument off camera about those ceramic brakes. So let's feel the power. Let's dive bomb some people. Amazing. Don't worry, my audience know I was a go-karter and a race car driver first. But do not do this on the roads. That is irresponsible. So, okay, with that said, back to brakes. Big brakes, you need that stopping power at the racetrack. Ceramic brakes, let's talk about those for a while.
Ceramic brakes, like you were saying, are the biggest in that category, especially in carbon ceramic. They could stop at a train, you know.
One thing I really want to touch on is the configuration. You can go with your 4 or 5 seat configuration. You actually told me something I had no idea about, but in the 4-seat configuration, and this is for parents out there or athletes, definitely athletes. In the 4-seat configuration, you can't put the seats down in the rear, but in the 5-seat you can. Correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me the difference about that.
Basically, the 4-seater is 2 extra bucket seats, the same as the front one, mounted in the back. Okay. You still got a big console, a center console, which could be in carbon fiber as an option, and basically that there's just a ski hole that you can use if you have something longer.
Yeah.
Okay. As opposed to the 5-seater, then you 5-seater, you can fold down the seat, the left side, the right side, or the middle side only. Yeah. It's all independent, so it's much more practical. You know, if you got kids or if you're an active person and you do a lot of hunting and
activities,
in the nature,
really, essentially, right?
Whatever, you know, like bicycling and stuff, you know.
And still with the interior, with the material, it's all Alcantara and suede. Is that real suede or is that fake
no,
suede?
Alcantara is a synthetic material. It's lighter than, the purpose is because it's lighter than leather than the height, and also it's more sticky, you know, in terms of sport driving, you know.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. It's more a question of taste, you know, of look and taste, you know, like. But with the Alcantara, you cannot get the ventilated, heated seats and massage because
So with the Alcantara, you can't? Is that what you said?
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
Because you cannot put, like this one has it, it's full of little hole in the leather. But with the Alcantara, all these little holes wouldn't work, you know, like it would, the material is not made to be put hole in it, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why that option is only available with the full leather interior.
I did not know that. But we're going to head back to the dealership because there's so many other things that I want to show you guys about the Urus. I mean, from the gauge cluster and how to use their infotainment system, like this super sport utility vehicle, not SUV, is amazing. The only. I stand corrected.
There's a couple other coming, you know, but
they're second. They were second. Okay, keep watching, guys. We're going back to the dealership. So we're back at Lamborghini Montreal. If you guys want to test drive a Urus, an Aventador, and we'll touch on that because we're actually going to launch it in the next couple weeks. I'll have all of Bernard's information down below. Highly recommend it. But with that said, there's so much technology in the Urus I really want to show you because everything's in Italian. You don't have to be Italian to purchase a Lamborghini. But Lamborghini does do a very good job showing you what the driving modes are that we spoke about actually on your screen as well. So let's take a look. Let's go through it quickly again. So Eneva, these are your driving modes. I stayed the majority of the time in Strada. However, when I put it in Corsa and did my gas mashing, my launch control, you can actually feel and see, you can feel the car, the air suspension, okay, go down, and then your driver cluster actually changes, becomes way more aggressive, and you can also see your G-forces, clearly your RPMs. It's amazing. But we're in Canada right now, and we're getting a large snowstorm. So, nieve, if you put it into nieve, it actually will show you the white and essentially snow. It also does, the air suspension actually, it does go back up.
That's right.
Right? Correct? Amazing. And then again, guys, a good trick, we mentioned it, I wanted you guys to see it. If you're in Corsa, you're in your track mode, again, you feel the exhaust actually, my foot's on the brake right now, and you can feel that get aggressive as well. But you want to quickly get up to Strada mode. Pretty simple. Just hold it. It takes 1 second and takes you back up to Strada, so you do not have to go back through all the modes.
That's right.
Okay, and Bernard with the Ego. Same thing. So it's either a quick pull down to activate it, and then again here, if you like that sporty, smooth, or medium feeling sensation when you're driving, essentially you just have to pick it and it changes it for you. So easy to use, very simple to use. You do have the option as well as both a manual
or automatic, fully automatic, but you can always bypass the system.
Yeah.
Even at automatic, once you start using the paddle, it will switch to manual mode.
Yeah.
Until your bubble had passed, you know.
Yeah.
And then it'll go back to automatic by itself.
Yeah, and another cool trick, if you're in manual mode and you want to quickly go back to automatic, or if you need to, for some reason, be in neutral, Bernard let me know, you just hold the pedals in and it takes you to neutral. Nice and easy. So, very convenient, cool trick. So let's take a look at the infotainment system because it's probably one of the best I've ever seen, and although it looks like a lot, easy to use. Take me through it.
So you can do a voice command to find, let's see, a destination that you want to put in the GPS, or you can just write it on the screen.
Very cool. I have never seen this before. So cool. Okay, so clearly that's just a cute little joke. But awesome at GPS and Google Maps. Okay, so easy to use, but also if I wanted to change the illumination in the car, you can do that too.
Well, yeah, sure. You just go in the and you select light and visibility and interior light, and then you can go from verde to orancio, which is the color that would go with the interior of this Urus. But you can select all kind of you even got a Nego mode for the color.
Ego. Ego.
Rosso, or the intensity that you want, you know, like so you don't lose where to put back your cup after you take a sip.
Yeah, and the hexagons, and you see the hexagon theme
Hexagon
throughout.
everywhere. Here,
yeah, it's tradition
there,
of Lamborghini.
Everywhere.
Amazing. Okay, one last thing that I want you guys to see, because this is spectacular. It's honestly, I can say it's the best 3D imaging in a car I've ever personally seen. So cool.
This one here.
So this is all like 3D real time. Yeah. So
so if we go 3D, of course, if you're parking, you see how close you are from the sidewalk. But if you remove your feet from the brake, you'll shut down the brake light, and you can.
I love it.
See exactly where you are
even
compared
real time.
to the sidewalk or whatever you are. As long as and if we would be moving, if you put it in drive and you move, you'll see the truck's gonna advance.
Yeah, I think what I like the most about this is for those bicycle. You see a lot of bicycle riders, and this really helps you. I mean, I naturally always look over my shoulder. I grew up without all of the technology, but I think that's just an added layer of safety for you, the driver, and for them.
A good feature if you got the winter the washer system, which is an option. We need to put in reverse. Okay. All right, that part. Then you can clean the rear view camera.
Oh, isn't that so cool? I love it. Okay, with that said, guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman. This is Bernard. Continue to follow my life in the fast lane. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Like I mentioned, we will be introducing the Aventador SVJ 2020 Roadster very, very soon together. But I'll have all of Bernard's information, because if you're in the market for a super sport utility vehicle, not an SUV, highly recommend the Urus. Highly recommend Bernard. Guys, thank you so much.